the English superstar, and they picked the wrong man to go up against on that night. Here he goes against Toledo.
It's going to be very hard for Toledo to be competitive in this fight. 4 of his 5 losses have been by knockout, so you wonder right away about the chin of Toledo.
And already see the hand speed, sharp, accurate work with the left hand from Prescott, as now Toledo just bulls his way forward, got caught by a left hook coming forward that time, and back to the jab for Breidis Prescott.
For Toledo, only 2 of his 40 fights have been in the United States. You know, you could say almost the same for Prescott. All but 1 fight for Prescott have been outside the U.S.
Toledo only fought once in 2008. He said, in my country in Ecuador, there just isn't enough pro boxing. And a chopping right hand here from Prescott. And then he clipped him with a left hook on the top of the head.
But Prescott trying to do a good job of keeping range. That's what I see right away. He doesn't want to get in too close where he doesn't have room to do damage.
5'11" lightweight is Prescott.
And most importantly, he knows how to use that height. He will give it up sometime and get a little carried away with himself and get in the trenches and give up that height, but right now doing a good job of using that reach and going to the body right there.
There he goes to the body with a right hand. We saw moments ago what you noted in the fight plan of how Toledo will lead with that sweeping left hook.
And again, a pretty good job by Prescott of trying to get full extension on the punches and not get over anxious. He wants to do like his fellow countrymen have done tonight, score knockouts, but he's controlling himself pretty good and not overshooting his target. A lot of times when you're anxious for a knockout, Joe, you're falling so close that you take the room to do that very thing. You take it away from yourself.
Break, don't punch, don't punch!
There's a right hand to the body again from Prescott, and you saw there the head of Toledo snap back.
Right now you see Toledo trying for any help he can get, and he turns southpaw to try to get some of that help.
And as he came forward, very slow and deliberate with that backhand, the left hand, Prescott tried to meet him with a right. Final 10 seconds of round number 1, a big opening round for the unbeaten Breidis Prescott here on Friday Night Fights.
There was no knockdown, was there?
No.
Lo hiciste bien, ¿eh? Lo hiciste bien de verdad.
We're away for what, Robbie? Coming back with a replay?
Yeah, they do. They know about the other knockouts. They either have a monitor in their room or they're just being told. Yeah, it does. That's what I was saying before, except that I said it was a fellow countryman. I was wrong. But that's what I was trying to get at.
Can see some blood coming from the corner of the eye. As Team Prescott quick to tend to that. The Colombian slugger comes in at 20-0 with 18 knockouts, and in the opening round here against Humberto Toledo had a 33-10 connect advantage.
I misspoke in the last round when I said Prescott wants to follow in suit with his fellow countrymen. Of course, he does want to follow in suit, but not with his fellow countrymen. As you just said, Prescott, not from Cuba, from Colombia.
But Teddy, when you get a night like this, where you have all these undefeated prospects on one single card, and they've been hanging out together through the week in the weigh-in and the pre-fight interviews, and then Lara goes out, has the first-round knockout. Gamboa goes out, has the first-round knockout. Prescott's got to know what's been going on tonight, and he wants to impress.
That's a good point, Joe. He's in a locker room. and he has a monitor there. He knows exactly what's going on. People are coming back and giving him the news, and he does want to match up with everybody else. Fighters have pride like any other athlete. You can do it, I can do it better. And again, Prescott looking to concentrate on that right hand. That's what he's looking to be, his money punch and his get-out-of-town punch tonight. There's an opening, though, for Toledo, and the opening has been when Prescott goes back, it goes back with the left hand low, Joe. And he leaves himself open. If his opponent pursues him, just steps with him, he can catch him with the right hand. Just watch. If you're looking for an opportunity for Toledo, it's going to come when Prescott does that.
There it is.
When he steps back with the left hand low.
And Toledo scored with that right hand.
And give Toledo credit. Because that takes a certain mindset to kind of go into that lion's den. And he's following Prescott out to score with that right hand. Even though he's been outgunned so far, Toledo, he has not given up hope that he can do some work, he can do some damage. And again, about 10 seconds ago, Toledo landed with that right hand.
Right uppercut scored by Prescott as Toledo came in. Good snapping jab from Prescott.
Whatever big work is done tonight, it looks like for both men it's going to be done in a version of the right hand. Going to be done with the help of the right hand. You know, that was good work a moment ago for Prescott. I would advise he does more of that going downstairs. Toledo has shown so far tonight that his chin is standing up. Go downstairs and test that body a little bit.
Toledo and Prescott, end of 2 here in our main event. Thank you.
Yeah. That was Toledo, wasn't it? I mean, Prescott, wasn't it? Yeah. Right? Prescott won that.
Yeah, oh, yes. Yeah. Thanks, BK. There is Breidis Prescott. Everybody's so interested to see how he will follow things up after that smashing success over in England this past September when he had the first round knockout of the well-hyped Amir Khan. And with good reason, Khan was the Olympic medalist, the emerging superstar over the pond. But Prescott still unbeaten, 20-0, 18 knockouts.
Prescott has a lot of advantages. We've touched on some of them tonight. Here's another one. He's the bigger man. His career has been between lightweight and junior welterweight. For the weights that we have on him, we don't have all of his weights. And for Toledo, for the weights that we have on him, most of his fights have been a junior lightweight. And Toledo comes in 6.5 pounds more than his last fight. So you might say he's not in top shape, but you might also say he's trying to put a little bit of extra weight on to deal with the bigger Prescott, and maybe that's why his chin is held up a little bit tonight so far.
Lamont Peterson was his opponent 2 fights ago. He TKO'd him in 1. Toledo said, I didn't want that fight. Well, easy to say that after the fact of tasting Peterson's power.
And I guarantee you some of that power from Peterson was directed to the body. He's a good body puncher, Peterson. And again, I said it the last round, I think Prescott would be well served to go down to that body. He's tested the chin of Toledo so far. And it's only been, and there's the right hand again that we said he'd be looking for.